All right, guys, who is excited for this webinar? I am May and I am super excited to be here. Okay. We're going to start this webinar in around 5 more minutes. Okay. I'm going to wait for everyone to show up so we can start on time. Now, if you are here, which means you know how important IELTS is, right? And in this webinar, I'm going to teach you how to speak English confidently because this is what the test wants from you, right? They want the actual speaking skills that you can use. Actually, it wants all four skills, but in here, I'm going to focus on the speaking because it's the skill that not only you're going to use it in the test, but you're going to need it so badly when you go abroad. Okay. How you survive, the level of happiness you will feel depends on this skill. Okay. So if you can master it, you can be comfortable with it, you're going to have so many friends, and going and living abroad will be something that's just so pleasant and so much fun. Okay. So my name is May. If you haven't heard from me before, I'm going to be your webinar host. Okay. I also learned English as a second language. I am a Thai. I am Thai person. Okay. I'm Thai and I learned English as second language like you. And I know the difficulty of mastering English like this, right? That what is it that needs to be done? How we can practice this skill? Because if you know English, so many doors of opportunity will open for you, right? If you want to go to America, you want to go to England, you want to go to Australia, Canada, you want to have even just or just stay in your country and get a higher salary. English is so crucial in Asian countries that it's not even funny, right? So the only way, no matter what degree you're in, no matter what industry you're in, you need to be very skilled in all four skills. And that's why a lot of my students in Thailand, they don't really use IELTS, but they just want to learn these four skills with us, right? Because not only that they can just, take the test if they want to in the future, but they can secure great jobs in Thailand and just super awesome high pay because of it. So we're going to wait 2 more minutes. Okay. I see a lot of people are showing up right now, which is awesome. Okay. A lot of people are excited and I have a lot of good material I need to cover. Okay. So we're going to start on time so we can finish on time. And don't forget, I also have the IELTS cheat sheet for you. Okay. I have this all ready to be downloaded. It's a PDF file of all four skills. So you're going to get cheat sheet for IELTS reading, listening, speaking, and writing too. Okay. About what the do's and don't of doing this actual test in order to increase your chance of passing the exam the next time. Because no one wants to waste money on these exams. They're not cheap, right, guys? It's quite high. It's quite expensive. So we don't have all this cash to just thrown away in exams. You want to prepare correctly, prepare sufficiently. So when you do take the exam, you're guaranteed that you're going to pass. Okay. So if you look on the right is going to be a lot of sections for many things. However, I'm going to shut off the chat side because I want you to focus on the materials I have in this class. If there are any questions you have, I will have a link where you can go in there and you can ask us anything, okay, about the test, about whatever, to help you clarify on what path you need to take next in order to get that IELTS score that you want. Okay, so there's a lot of content in here, and I just want you to focus on these awesome slides that I have for you. All right, so save your questions, jot it down later, and we'll talk about it at the end. Let me see. Okay, I'm waiting. Let's start in around 30 seconds, okay? Okay, seems like a lot of people are showing up now. I'm missing a few more, but they can always come in later. Okay, so thank you again for joining me today. You're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of mind-blowing kind of understanding of what this exam is, and then the right path that you need to take so you don't get lost in this process. Okay, and finally, get that dream started, right? Wherever you want to go, you want to study abroad, you want to live somewhere else outside your country, you want to have a higher pay, you want a better job, this exam will do it for you. Or better yet, these 4 skills will definitely take you there. Okay? We're going to talk about IELTS speaking right now. So let's begin. I am excited. All right, let's go. So let's start about what you're going to learn today. Okay. You're going to learn about the structure and the purpose of this exam. So I know you probably know what the IELTS exam is about and stuff like that. But if this is the first time you know about IELTS, well, you're in for a treat because you're going to understand roughly what the structure is. I won't go into too much detail, but my main focus is the purpose of this exam. Because if you don't know the purpose of the exam, you can get lost very quickly, okay? And there's no need for that. The second thing is 3 steps to gain the highest band in the IELTS speaking part 2. If you don't know what part 2 is, I will explain that in detail. But part 2, what you can know for now is that it's the most difficult part of all 3 parts in the speaking exam. But I broke down into steps in this webinar, and it will be so much easier for you once you learn it and once you're done from this class, okay? The third thing is how to increase your confidence in speaking English. There's a difference between just speaking English and the confidence in using English into actually communication. And there's a different band for that. And lastly, how to practice your speaking skills and reduce anxiety, that nervousness, right? That you feel, oh my God, I can't. Oh, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? Or shyness, which you don't know what to say at all. So you end up don't say anything. And that drops the score like no other. So these are 4 things we're going to achieve at this hour. So awesome stuff. And of course, right? At the end of the class, there will be cheat sheet PDF files ready for you to download. Okay. So I want you to stay the whole hour, learn as much as you can, take a lot of notes. And then at the end, you will go home with the 4 PDF files on these 4 skills that you can definitely take it and improve your score next time. So before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Sholakarn May Pungwiliyarat. Okay, I am Thai. As you can see, my name is very long. I have received scholarship to complete bachelor and master's degree in the States. I have achieved an IELTS academic overall band of 8.5 over 9.0. Okay, I am an ESL learner, English second language learner like you. English is not my first language. I learned it way later. But if I can do 8.5, you can too. I also taught students who are ESL learners for over 8 years in Thailand. Okay. And, as an ESL learner myself, I understand the struggling, okay, of mastering English. Now, the key word here is mastering. There's a lot of students who can just use English barely to pass in certain levels in school. But the focus here, okay, in order for you to get that job, get that spot in the university that you want, you need to master it. And mastering English can be difficult, but not as hard as you think. Okay, I'm going to teach you how. So the goal for today, okay, I want you to learn and apply, right? Because of course, knowledge is nothing if you don't do anything with it. Knowledge is something if you actually use it. So whatever I taught today, please take it to practice, start using it, because the sooner you do it, the sooner your English will be very proficient and you will be able to do anything with those skills. Okay. So promise me, please, wherever you are, just shout it out loud in your room. Don't be afraid anyone is going to say something, but don't make it too loud. Okay. Just say, yes, May, I will learn and apply everything you have taught me today. Okay. Just say that out loud, like a promise to yourself and a promise to me that we're here together and we're going to make the most out of this hour. Sounds good? All right, let's continue. So let's talk about the struggles, okay? The struggles are real. How? Because learning English in Asian countries, we are taught the wrong way. I don't know about your country, but in Thailand, we were taught grammar first. I mean, the hardest things, right? Grammar and writing, we're taught first, and then reading, and then listening, and maybe speaking, right? Everything's all messed up. Actually, when you look at how native speakers learn, they learn by listening and speaking, reading, and then writing. Okay, but we get all backwards. No wonder it's very hard for us to master this language. You don't give yourself enough time to prepare. Now, this is very important. If you want high band like 7, 8, 9, you're gonna need a lot of time to be very proficient in this English skill. You can't just say, "Hey, I want an 8, but I have 2 weeks." That's not gonna happen because these are skills that take time, like swimming, like running. For example, there's no way you can do a full marathon in just 1 week if you've never run before. You don't have access to native speakers. This is very crucial, okay? Because in Thailand, native speakers are only mostly for international schools. And if you don't have native speakers to converse with, you didn't get to practice how they pronounce certain words or certain slangs that they use. And your English is going to be very monotone and very textbook-like. You think you can do the IELTS exam prep by yourself. Now, this is this is a big no-no, okay? A lot of students think it can be done, but you have to understand that this is a very in-depth test, okay? The writing, you need someone to look over it. The speaking, you need someone to correct you. The reading, how to get it done fast. The listening, what you need to look for. Now, all these, if you want 7 and up, you're going to need professionals to help you. You get mixed up trying to translate one language to another. Now, who have done this before? I'm sure you have since some point of your time, right? That you're trying to translate your language to English and then trying to translate back again in order to communicate. Now, you might be better now because you can listen to me speaking English, but if you still have to do that, okay, when you do speaking, the IELTS test is going to be very difficult because they want answers right now, and the pause that you give yourself, if it's too long, it will not be good. So this is my student, okay, Ari. She said, she was really concerned about this exam because her English is not good and she doesn't know what she needs to do. All she knows is that there's an IELTS test and she needs to pass it. And she needs to be accepted to this university and she wants to get it right the first time. She don't have all the time in the world. So I gave her a study plan and said, hey, you know what? Don't focus on just the test, do day by day, okay? Follow the study plan and just practice your English skills according to it. That's all you got to do, just day by day by day. And then when the path is clear, she was able to just refocus and do the skills, practice, and then at the end, she was able to have the enough skills that needed to get a 7.0 on her exam. And finally, be able to get that score on time to go to her university. That's what I'm saying, that you need a study plan. You need a plan from A to B on how it's going to be done. That's why Google Map is so popular, right? If without Google Map, we all get lost. But with Google Map that calculates exactly what's the fastest way to do it, you can get there way, way faster than your parents did before Google Maps, right? Yeah. So let me tell you, okay, about what I learned about IELTS preparation. That's me in the back. That's almost probably 10 years ago, okay? This is still a live class and everyone come to class and with notes and getting ready for the test. So what I learned about IELTS prep when I started doing in the beginning, okay, is that there is the wrong way to prep for IELTS. So what I did was that I started to be interested in preparing the students. So I look around and see how other people are doing it. And what I see is that the majority of the language plays, they just take the photocopy of the exam, the IELTS exam, and they teach from that. So I thought, okay, hey, if everyone's doing it, maybe I should do that too. So I just take a book and then photocopy, the exams, and I have two big tests and I pass the first one out. Now, when I pass the first one to my students, I teach them, all right, listening, this is what you're going to listen for. This is the tips and tricks and stuff like that. Writing, same thing for speaking and everything. And they all seem to be okay, they kind of get it. That's good. So when the first one is done, I took the second exam and I passed them out for them to do it. Now, the problem is that they saw the second exam and they kind of like froze. And I was surprised because, hey, the structure of the test is the same. The score point is the same. The difference is that the questions are different. Yeah, because the listening topics, speaking topics, writing topics, reading topics, they're all different from the first one. Now, the content is the only thing that's different, but why can't they do it? And then I was starting to realize that, hey, maybe it's not the exam structure that students need help with. It's the actual skills to get there, right? So I said, okay, you know what, guys, just hand me back the exam. And I put it away and I said, this next month, 30 days, we're not going to focus on the exam at all. We're just going to focus on laying the foundation of the skills, of all the 4 skills first. Okay. So we practice writing, we practice listening from actual native speaker. We practice speaking out loud instead of just memorizing stuff, right? And when we do all that, 1 month later, I took the same exam number 2, and I passed it out again. This time is such a big difference because they are able to listen and do answers and write and speak and read and find the answers quick. And now I realize there is a wrong way to do this. Okay. Because if you just listening to the recordings, okay, like you buy a book and you just listen from it, it's not enough. It's not. If you try to understand every word in the reading exams, if you have seen the reading exam before, you will see that it's so long. There's no way that you can able to understand everything and answer in the time that they give you. If you memorize speeches and big words in the speaking exam, you can't do that because how are you going to know what topic he or she going to ask you? Memorizing essay patterns or fill in the blanks. Now that is the worst one because if you're going to go to a university abroad, they want to make sure you can write essays. And if you're going to be memorizing the patterns and fill in the blanks method, you're not going to get there. You're going to make your life miserable when you're there. So let's talk about how we learn English the right way, okay? Because from today onwards, English is going to be something that's going to stick with you forever, and it's going to be a life-changing door, life-changing key for you that will open so many opportunities, okay? But it has to stick with you, and you have to learn it the right way. So when you learn the right way, when you focus on the skills, you're not bothered when topics change. They will change. It's a new test all the time, right? You have the actual skills to write essays, not memorizing patterns that don't work. You're able to understand 80% of spoken English. You know what the correct answers are. Now, like I said, 80% is because I don't want you to think you have to understand 100% in order to know where the answer is, okay, or how to answer these questions. Because perfection, is the enemy of progress. I don't want you to think that way. It's totally unnecessary. 70 to 80% is way more enough. You can tell stories in details and with proper pronunciation too. Because if you pronounce like native speakers, they will understand you. But if you pronounce different, then that's when the problem starts. So you will have the required English skills for your next adventure because you focus on these skills. So the question I want to ask you is that, do you want to be truly fluent in English? Yes, no, say it out loud. Okay. If your answer is yes, then this is why I love IELTS exam so much. Okay. Because IELTS will help you. When you study it correctly, when you practice the skills the way IELTS wants you to, you will be truly fluent in English. So what I have discovered, okay, if you want speaking at least a 7.0, you're not going to get it at looking sample answers. Okay. Because one person does not answer the same as the next person because everyone has different experiences. And you're not going to get it from memorizing speeches. So, 3 ways to improve your English speaking skills. Okay. The first one is to explore a variety of speaking topics, not just the one you are familiar with. There are many people who read only on one thing and they didn't read anything else. And the problem is that in IELTS speaking, they ask you about a variety of topics. You have to be um, well read. Okay, familiar with many topics as much as you can in order to have materials to talk about. Seek out opportunities to talk to native speakers like Jack Ma. I use Jack Ma because he said in many of his interviews that the reason that he's able to build business like this is because of his ability of using English, speaking English, right? And when he was younger, he would do tour guides for free or very low price in order to practice that skill. Therefore, when he was younger, he know how important this skill is, and he's willing to just do anything to just keep practicing and keep using it. The third one, get proper feedback from the people who understands the point rubrics of the IELTS exam. Now, if you see what I mean, this is not getting your friend to help you. This person got to understand exactly what IELTS speaking is looking for. Okay, that's what the rubrics for the point system is. Once that person understands it, he or she will be able to give you the proper and correct feedback on exactly how you need to improve to get that band. So let's look at the IELTS speaking format, okay? If you haven't taken the exam before, you are in for a treat. So speaking format consists of 3 parts. The first one, ask about general questions like how are you and all kinds of stuff, home, work, family. It takes around 4 to 5 minutes. Many students are comfortable with this because they practice this part a lot in school. Now, the problem comes in part 2. Part 2, they're going to give you a card and it has around 4 to 5 questions. You have 1 minute to prepare your mental focus and some answers, and takes 2 minutes to answer the whole thing. Okay. And you're going to be speaking by yourself for 2 minutes. And that is the hardest thing for many students to do in part 2. Part 3 is very similar to part 1. It's just that the examiner will ask questions from your answer in part 2 to kind of have you more dive deep into details. Okay. So let's look at pitfalls or problems or situations that will lower your score in this part. The first one, remembering lines like a parrot. This is not the right way to do it because you cannot guarantee that he or she going to ask about this topic again in the next time. It's a waste of time. Okay. Do not do that. Fail to answer the questions, or if you don't answer all the questions on time, now that is part 2 problem. Some people skip the questions or just busy answering the first one and kind of run out of time. Or not enough time, okay? That's a problem too. Fail to do any storytelling or share experiences. If you don't do any of that, you answer all the questions in like 30 seconds. And what are you going to do with the next minute and a half? Just looking at the examiner's eyes? No, you cannot do that because your score will drop dramatically. Did not get enough live practice, okay? That's important. You need actual live practice, live feedback, not doing this by yourself. Lack of self-confidence and think too long. Now that's a problem. Overuse of big words. Yes, this one, okay? A lot of IELTS students think they have to use this big dictionary words to talk. Now, that's not true at all, okay? I'm going to tell you from my own experience why. Using big words that's not communication words is just going to lead you in so much trouble and put you at great risk of not getting high scores in this part. So let me tell you, okay? When I took the test, I took at this hotel. They have this little convention and they break into meeting rooms. So when it was my time, they call my name and I step into the room. And I noticed that the examiner, he looks very like he's angry at someone, right? His face is all like kind of frowning and everything. And I didn't think much of anything because I didn't even know him. And I step in and I know he's not upset because of me. But that's why I want to tell you that if this happened to you, please don't take it personally. It can be for many reasons why this person is not smiling at you. Okay. He might get some messages from his mother or, have a bad morning or something like that. It has nothing to do with you. Your job is to go there and speak your best. That's all you have to do. Okay. So I sit down and then we start part one, asking about normal, casual stuff. And part two, the list of the questions, the theme, okay, was that he asked me, do I believe in aliens? Now, let me tell you, okay, there is no right or wrong into answering these questions. They're all just opinions. You don't have to make sure that your answer will match the examiner or your answer have to be what examiner wants. No, 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 no. What they want from you is that your opinion and why. And I said, yes, I believe in aliens because if there are no aliens, there should be a monkey and then half human, half monkey, and then humans, right? But in this world, there's like monkeys and then us, humans, which means there's nothing in between, which means we must be created from somewhere. I did not use big words. I did not try to over clarify, over descriptive myself. It's just pure, basic, everyday communication. That's why I'm saying that you cannot make this harder than it should be. It's just like me talking to a friend, and that was it. It took around 14 minutes, 15 minutes. I got out, and my score was 9.0 over 9.0. This is a proof that it can be done and it's much easier than you think. Okay? Don't make this hard. It's not hard. So, this is a sample card you're going to get for part two. Something like, describe an old person that you know. You should say, now this is not something that is suggestive. This is something that you must say, okay? You need to answer all these questions in 2 minutes. What your relationship is to this person, how often you see them, what people think about this person, and explain why you like them, all right? And then you're going to have 1 minute to kind of formulate and then 2 minutes to talk. Now, here are the 3 steps, okay, that's going to help you get all these answers done in 2 minutes, all right? Take some notes, grab a piece of paper, grab your phone, and write this down. The first step is picture it. Second, focus on the WH questions. And the third one, make short notes. Okay, I'm going to explain to you more in details on what each step is consist of. Got it? Okay, so picture it. What do I mean by picture it? Well, if the topic asks you, describe an old person that you know, you picture an old person that you know. My picture would be my grandmother, right? Now, the great thing about picture is that you cannot just picture a person. That person is usually doing something. She might be sitting at her house and you will start seeing what's around the house, what's around her. Now, like they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? And those 1,000 words will help you get to that 2 minute score. So be as very detailed in your picture as possible because you're going to use that to talk. Second, focus on the WH questions. Now, WH questions are the who, what, when, where, why, and how. As you can see, I underlined this part because I want to tell myself, hey, May, don't forget to answer these, right? Because if I do, my points will be deducted. So underline these parts. Third, make short notes. What do I mean by that? On your note card, okay, on that 1 minute that you have, write short answers to each question. This is not the time to be writing I love my grandmother because she baked me awesome cookies every Sunday when I was hanging out with my cousins. This is not a writing time, okay? Write cookies, weekends. Something that's just going to be a reminder for you to do your actual speaking, actual answering the questions. Because it's your responsibility to expand the answer when you talk. Use that minute wisely, okay? You can look at the note card, but not too much. This is not a reading time. This is actually something that's just going to remind you, okay, don't forget to talk about this. Don't forget to talk about this. That's it. Keep it natural. Eye contact is very important. I'm not sure about your country, but for my country in Thailand, eye contact is considered rude, right? It's like, okay, you don't look at people's eyes when you talk, especially people who are older than you. Right, that's true. But for native speakers, for Westerners, eye contact shows sincerity and self confidence. Okay, you don't have to stare at them. You can look down, look up like this, like that, but you have to have eye contact. It shows that you're confident and you know what you're talking about. And keep it natural, like talking to a friend. He's not your teacher, she's not your professor. They're just someone to just record your answers. That's it. So this student, okay, he he called me a month ago, and he's a doctor. He speaks great English, and I was just like, why do you need help? And he said, you know what, I didn't get 7, and I said, why? It's because he speaks English fluently, but he didn't get it because he reads medical journals all day long. Okay, since he's a doctor, that's all he read. He's not interested in movies or songs or drama or whatever. Now, the problem is that the speaking topic at that time when he took the test before he came to me was about what is your favorite movie. He doesn't watch movie. And then he found himself not knowing what to say, and he just froze. Now that is the bad thing, guys. You don't freeze. If you find yourself freezing or don't know what to talk about, make something up. Okay? No one's gonna fact check you. No one's gonna do that. They just want to know that you understand. Because if you freeze, it can mean many things. It can mean the first thing, which is you don't know what that person's asking. You don't understand English. They're not going to think that you don't know movies because they assume everyone knows movies. So with that, I said, okay, you know what? I gave him 50 plus variety of topics and we practiced that, right? Practice answering these things to at least give him some materials to work with. And on his test day, the next test exam after that, IELTS speaking is not a problem with him anymore because now he has content to actually talk and share experiences with. See what I mean? Because even though if your English is fluent, you still need to cover all bases of the test to make sure that next time you take the exam, it's not going to be a waste of money. Yeah, that's why Mr. Niwed speaking exam is no longer a problem anymore. So let's look at fundamentals of English speaking. It's normal to have an accent, okay, guys? We learn English as a second language. We're going to have accents. That's normal. However, there are some words that, okay, if you listen, that's why I want you to listen to native speakers when they talk and actually have a live conversation, right? When they pronounce something that's totally different from you, try to imitate them and try to be as close to them as possible without copying every single thing they say. Okay. So the goal is not to be shy of it. Embrace it and gradually improve by listen and repeat sentences that you hear. Copy the flow because English actually has their ups and downs of the tone. All right. Now it's not a monotone. They know when to emphasize something. They know how to de-emphasize something. Try to match 60 to 70% of the accent. No need to strive for perfection because perfection kills progress. Remember that. Okay, so your listening skills will improve your speaking skills. If you want to speak more fluent like a native speaker, listen a lot. Like this Korean pop star, right? RM of K-pop group is able to speak English fluently he said, by listening to Friends. That's a sitcom in the 90s. You can do the same by choosing clips or episodes, okay, that matches your current level, which means you understand around 70 to 80% of it. Now use that to practice your pronunciation. Make it fun, make it enjoyable, and you will practice more often and become better way faster. So, May, how long should you practice these skills? You might ask me. Well, let me ask you. Do you think exercising 3 to 4 hours a day is effective? Let's change the topic a little bit, right? If I said, hey, go exercise, you want to be skinny? Go exercise 3 hours a day. And you're like, no way, May. First day, I'm going to die. And second day is worse because my muscle is sore, right? So, no way you're going to do it every day. But if I said, okay, how about this workout plan? It tells you exactly how many reps, how long is the cardio, and everything. Just 30 minutes. That's all I ask. Can you give me 30 minutes? I'm sure you can, right? And you're not going to kill yourself in 30 minutes because guess what? The next day you're going to do 30 minutes again. And the next day you do 30 minutes. And then you keep on doing this for a long period of time. And think about it, how strong you're going to be. So same thing applies to mastering a language, okay? It's about consistency. Consistency than anything. So if you follow a proven study plan, you will gain the language skills you need to pass the IELTS exam. And the best part, same, 30 minutes a day. I don't want any more. I just want 30 minutes of consistent training. And I'm sure you can do that, right? You can give me that time. Anyone can give me this time. So would you like to learn more about this? About the right way to practice for IELTS exam. That's skills 80% and technique 20%. This is what IELTS want, okay? Not just all test taking skills. We're not going to do that because we want the skills more than anything. How to improve all 4 skills with only 30 minutes a day, and how to pass the exam months in advance. If you want to know how to do this, you got to keep staying tuned, okay? Because we're going to cover all this in in just a matter of second, okay? Sounds good to you? Sounds good? All right then. Let's continue. All right. So before we start, okay, I want you to look at this picture. This picture, what you see, you on the other side of a locked door. Now, if you like look into this little line right here, okay, if you put your eyes right here, you're going to see your dreams, whatever that may be, wherever IELTS is going to take you. Some of you will see yourself somewhere in UK, some will be in Canada, some will be moving the whole family to Australia, right? But it's there. You know in your heart it is. You can see it. You can almost smell it. But you can't get there yet because there's chain and lock right here. Okay? It's preventing you. It's actually a very thin barrier. It's not like someone put a cement on it. It's just actually just have a lock in here. In your hand, okay? Open your hand up. There's a key. Now, everyone's key does not look the same. Some people who have been self-studying IELTS or do not have any of this at all. I mean, it's just straight, right? Because IELTS is not something that you can do by yourself. If you have a dream with a deadline, you're going to need help, right? Or it's going to take you years until you can actually get that score. But some of you have some help before, will get a little bit at a time. Some people who only focus on that test and the exam, all they do is exam, then they just get a little bit. Now, my job and my the instructors, the specialists in the ICO, our job is to help you create the actual indent of skills, the key that you need for this master key named IELTS to be open. Okay, because this is IELTS, and IELTS required a certain way, a certain key to lock and to be unlocked, right? And if you can get your key to get to what IELTS want, guess what? You can take that key, insert in here, And when you hear that sweet sound of click, oh, it's going to feel so good, isn't it? The chain will drop and you can open that door. Take your family, take your loved ones, and run to that dream that you've been dreaming for so long. It is now a reality because you know exactly what IELTS want and you have done exactly what IELTS need, right? That reality is now yours. But this is what you need to go through. So, what is ICO IELTS program? ICO IELTS program is an IELTS preparation system that's designed specifically, okay, for me and you, ESL learners. We focus on 80% of the language skills and exam skills of 20%, okay? And it's backed by money back 100% guarantee. We're probably the actual one that has this maximum guarantee based on results because we have trained so many students in Thailand 80% on their language skills, and they were able to get that score, the 7, 8, and 9s that they want, okay, based on that. So if we can help our students in Thailand, we can definitely help you. Now let's talk about the study plan. I've mentioned before, right, in the Ari, she has a study plan that I have provided her so she can not be so worried about the exam and focus on day-to-day trainings that we have for her. Now, for this study plan, you will know exactly, okay, what skill to practice and for how long in each day. No more stress, no more confusion. Reduces the stress and don't worry about the exam. Oh, am I going to finish in time? Am I doing enough reading exams? Am I doing enough training on writing? None of that. Improve all 4 language skills fast because we only do 30 minutes, but we're doing it every day. You can find time. So with the study plan, you can expect to reduce your studying time in half or even less than that. We get great results in fast time because skills are being developed daily. So therefore, we're the only place that can give you the ultimate guarantee. Band 7.0 or your money back 100%. If you can get at least a band 7, then we don't deserve your money. We'll give it back. Okay, means our course don't work, so you can save your money and do something else with it. Now, besides that, okay, we have an ICO IELTS exam online practice because now IELTS, you can do the test online now, right? And computer-based has been popular than ever. So our training is going to be focused on training computerized. You get the results fast and it's much more convenient. And the same system that the University of Auckland in New Zealand is using for their students too. So it's pretty cool. It's very standardized and it helps you prepare for the test without actually wasting money on it. Okay. Now, this is one of my students. Okay. As you can see, many of my students are in Thailand and they need the IELTS exam like you. And this guy, Nantanon, okay, he wants an 8.0. He said the teachers at ICO give detailed feedback because that's what you need in order to know how you can do better in speaking and writing submissions, okay? And he enjoyed weekly reading skills class and taught all the things that he needs to know. So he's able to upgrade his job, went abroad and get an engineering salary of $109,000 a year. Now, since you're in Asia, right? No matter what country you are, you know what the starting salary for your country for engineer is. But if you go to the Western countries, your salary is, it will increase in folds. All they want from you is just proficiency in English. That's all. That's all they want. So let me ask you, do you have 30 minutes a day? I'm sure you do. Okay. Maybe you wake up a little earlier. Maybe you go to bed a little later, but you do. So no need to worry about what to study or how long to study. When you complete the ICO IELTS daily plan, you can relax, right? Not to worry about the exam so much and know that you are on the right path. And Since this test, you need time, you need months to prepare. You're not going to be stressful in all those months. Save some time, enjoy with the family, have barbecue, go out, watch movies. It's not about all stressed out about IELTS for 4 or 5 months. There's no way to live like that. So let's talk about listening. Listening is a skill that can be easily developed through the plan because we practice every single day. And also, we have an online practice that will help you get ready for this exam with over 400 plus questions and scenarios and situations that will help you get fully ready for the test. Reading. Have you done the reading exam before? You know that the materials is so much, right? So we give you a system and steps to find the answers fast. There's no way, and totally unnecessary, that you need to read everything in order to get that correct answer. We also have IELTS 500 vocab app that will help you with the spelling, because even if, like for the listening part, even if you know the word, but if you spell wrong, your points will get deducted, right? So that's very important. So we need to practice that. And we also have weekly IELTS live class via Zoom too, okay, where you can be trained with our native speaker and ask questions and anything. See, that's why I said that live classes are important. We're not just like, oh, here, go watch some videos. No, this is a full, intensive, interactive class because that's the type of level of training you need to get a high score in IELTS. Writing. You're going to go from good to great, okay? We have unlimited writing practices in both Task 1 and Task 2, in academic and general. You will receive detailed feedback with suggestions for improvement, and you have to rewrite your essays back, okay? Because there's no need how is it going to benefit you if you just see, okay, this is what you did wrong, and then you just write a new essay? No, I have my students rewrite, okay, their essay again according to the feedback from our IELTS specialist instructor on what you need to improve on. If it's certain grammar that you need to do, go restudy that part and then rewrite it back to us. When we're okay with your second draft, then you can move on to the next topic. By doing this, you will be able to improve your writing much, much faster because your errors are getting less and less each time. Now, what about your speaking skills? No more blindly shooting the dark. It's just don't just talk about anything. No. If you want high scores, you have certain things to say, okay? So our IELTS specialist has prepared over 50 plus speaking topics in a variety of topics, okay? So you can be fully prepared for this exam. You will receive detailed feedback for your answers, including suggestion or using certain words or phrases that will help you achieve your desired IELTS score. My other student, okay, Miss Hasharon from Chiang Mai, she was admitted to the King's College London because she finally passed 7.0 after she attended our program. She said the flexibility, the study plan, and the feedback is crazy, right? She loves it, and the feedback came so fast. We tend to return it back in 24 to 48 hours. We don't want to keep it for too long because I know you're expecting it, right? You want to practice, and the more you practice, the more you're going to be good at it. And that's how the training is, and that's how many of our Thai students are able to pass this level and get to their dreams. Les Brown once said, "It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared." Nothing is as bad as when you are not ready for the IELTS exam, but that scholarship is here, or that job that you've always been waiting for is here. Okay? These two things won't wait for you. They will be there for the person who is ready. Therefore, you cannot wait for those opportunities to come. You have to prepare yourself now. It takes months to be proficient in that level, in a high level in English skills. Okay. So let me ask you, what does the right IELTS score mean to you? I mean, if that IELTS score can change your life, right? Not just your life, your family life too. I mean, you can take them abroad. You can change their life. You can change the trajectory of the whole generation. I know you will not waste time by buying books to do your own self-studying because that will take forever. You won't watch endless YouTube videos because YouTube videos are great, but they're not in depth. They're mostly just scratching the surface. And if you want high scores, you need to really know what you're doing. And you won't learn from unqualified IELTS trainer. You don't just learn from your best friend or a teacher somewhere. You're going to learn from people who actually are IELTS examiners who know the rubrics inside and out. So all IELTS course, okay, out there, online, live, they're not the same. So let's talk about live IELTS class. This one, okay, focuses too much on the tests because I've done live class before and I know exactly, okay, how much they focus on the tests. You have to travel to class, all that expense, limited feedbacks, of course, specific number of hours, which is mostly not enough in order to get that level of proficiency. And usually it's very, very expensive. Now, for the ICO IELTS program, we focus on the 4 skills because we know, IELTS specialists, we all know that if you get that 4 skills good, you can do any English exam, especially IELTS exam, right? You can practice anywhere in the world, okay? Wherever country you're from, if you travel, if you go anywhere, you still can do training with us. Unlimited feedbacks, unlimited hours of classes, and a guarantee result of 7.0, okay? Who can offer that? We strongly offer it because we have seen patterns that it can be done and it will be done for you. And of course, the best thing is that it's very affordable. It's more affordable than you think. Let's look at more details. So how much will it cost? Not $1,000. No. Not even $600. So only for today, you can have access to the entire ICO IELTS program for only $218. That's it. Okay, so the first one is the ICO reading and listening package. This one is for people who only want just the listening and the reading. That's it. So you get that course, you get the test bank, you get live reading class, and then IELTS specialist help, and 1 full year of access for these 2 skills. Okay, the regular price is $299, but for now, only today, is $218, 1 year access. Now, the second package is called ICO 4 Skills Package. Now, this one covers all 4 skills, okay? So you can be fully prepared with all 4 things. So it consists of the ICO reading and listening, the package, the first one, but you'll get the study plan, the amazing study plan, the IELTS speaking questions with answers, the training writing questions with answers, 6 IELTS speaking submissions, okay, with detailed feedback, and 6 IELTS writing submissions with detailed feedback from task 1 and task 2. Now, this 4 skill package is for, like I said, anyone who wants to cover all bases. The regular price is $499. Now it's only $349, and it has 1 year access also. Okay, all this training can be done 1 year. Now, it doesn't mean that you will finish in 1 year. I have many students who get their score in like a month. Okay, but I want to make sure that if you have something to do, if you have some family emergency you got to take care of, you don't have to worry about it because I give you the whole time to actually do the training in your pace. Now, this is the most popular package, okay? ICO Unlimited package. This one is unlimited English practice with guaranteed results. Because if you practice this level, there's no way you will get at least a 7. So it has everything ICO 4 skills package the previous one got. Also, you're going to get a customized. Now, this one is not a general study plan. This one is catered towards you, your skills, okay? Your weakness, your strength. That's why this is a powerful study plan. that you can get. You will get unlimited IELTS speaking submissions. Okay. You can practice as many topics as you want. You can practice as many IELTS writing submissions as you want. And you have lifetime access to all of this training. How amazing is that? And it's backed by Band 7.0 or your money back 100%. Now, this one, okay, this is a very popular, very powerful training with guaranteed results. The regular price is $699. Now, right now, just today, it's only $489. Lifetime access. Now, please tell me this kind of training, where can you get lifetime access for $489? Impossible, right? Impossible, but it is done right now for you because you are here, which shows dedication like no other. So this is a student, okay, from Bangkok to Miss Natini. Miss Martini is a doctor in Thailand. She wants to transfer to Australia, right? But she needs IELTS. So she doesn't want to waste her time. She don't want to read by herself. She has a time limit. She has a deadline because the future of this depends on her. The future of her future, her family's future, everyone is waiting on this. So she came to me and she said, you know what? I want to do the ICO Unlimited. I want to make sure that this is my reality in this year. And she practiced, she trained with us, and then she got the score that she wanted, and now she's making over $170,000 a year. That's insane, right? But that shows commitment. That shows that this dream can be achieved. You just need to take the first step. So let's talk about the bonuses that you will get, okay? Besides all that awesome discount. The first one is IELTS vocab 500 words, okay? The practice app. It's a fun way to learn new words, variety style training from flashcards to games, because it has to be fun. It has to be interactive. This is not like before that we're writing words on a note piece of paper or doing manual flashcards or opening a dictionary and remember those words. Do you remember that? That was boring. That's why we don't remember those words. We don't use them. It's boring. So $49 value free for today only, okay? Free bonus number 2 for ICO 4 skills and unlimited, which is full mock tests with IELTS examiners. You can know where you are before you pay for the actual test, because you have the actual mock test that is like similar to the standard of the actual thing. You will get 2 full mock tests, and the tests are evaluated by the actual IELTS examiners. $120 in value for today, free. Bonus number 3, this one is only for ICO Unlimited, okay? You're going to get private IELTS speaking English sessions with a native speaker who have done IELTS for so long. So you will have direct feedback on what you need to improve. And it's designed to fit your individual needs. It's a $200 value, free. So bonus number 4, only for ICO Unlimited also, okay? It's a private coaching. So you will get a customized ICO study plan that will cater to your strength and weakness to guarantee those actual results, that you're going to get that result in the time that you want. It's $150 value, free also, okay? Just for today, only for ICO Unlimited. So this is a total of the bonus, okay? If you choose ICO reading or writing or ICO 4 skills, you will get these 2 and a free bonus worth $169. If unlimited, okay, you will get the vocab, the private class, 2 full mock tests, IELTS coaching, and that's a free bonus of $519 for today. So let's talk about the guarantee. Okay, let's talk more about that, because this is a groundbreaking, okay, results-oriented training ever. So all you need to do, okay, is that follow our proven system for at least 30 days. That's all right? And if you receive an overall 6.5 in the mock test, you can come back and say, hey, I've done the training for 30 days, the study plan, and I got like 6.5. Okay. And with that, what happened is that if you get, okay, let me go back real quick. Okay. If you get if you train for 30 days and you don't get at least 6.5, that's when you can come to us and said, hey, this is not working. I would like my money back. And that's when we said, no problem. Okay. We will give you your money back because this doesn't work. So that is our guarantee. Our student, this one, Mr. Tirawi, okay, he wants to move to Canada, and he came to us and said, hey, can you help me get that 7.0? And we said, yeah, no problem. So what he did was that he followed our study plan, do the writing exam, do the speaking, and do the mock test. And then he finally got 7.0. He was so excited. He said, thank you so much. The course is really great. And now he is changing his life, his family life for the better. So success loves speed, right? Success loves decisions, love commitment. So the sooner you make a decision to do something, the faster the result's going to be. So that's why you have 30 minutes, okay? You have 30 minutes to choose what options do you want. Do you want the ICO reading and listening? Do you want the ICO 4 skills package? Or you want the best training that this industry can give you, which is the ICO unlimited package, to guarantee results and get that dream that you want. Okay. Now, 30 minutes to decide, because I know that you've been looking at IELTS for a long time. You will probably do your own self-studying, or maybe in the class that you're not sure if you can actually achieve that score with them. But if you are here now and you agree, you understand the importance of these skills, right? Of the 4 skills, and how live training and all these unlimited feedbacks can help you achieve that score, then this is the training for you. But I need you to make the decision, because if you don't make a decision, your dreams will be on hold forever. Okay. So next, I'm going to go to the right. Okay. And I'm going to let you, hold on a second. I'm going to share the files. There we go. The IELTS cheat sheet file is on the right now. Okay. Thank you for watching this. You can go and download it for now. But however, I want you to download and still make the decision, okay, on what you need to do. Because if you don't make this decision, it's going to stop your dreams for quite a while. And there's no need for that, because IELTS exam is not difficult. It's not. It's way easier than you think. Okay. The reason you're not there yet is because you tend to get lost. A lot of my students, before they came to us, they're lost. They're either in a small course that's not enough to do this level of score, or they just do self-study and they think that's just going to be okay. Some, spend 7, 8 times taking the exam. Imagine all that money that went. The more times you take the exam and you fail, that does a lot to your self-confidence, because you're going to start believing in yourself less and less and less. And that's not good. Okay. So I don't want you to do that at all. So what's going to happen, okay, is that I want you to go to the right again. Now, this time, there's a click, okay? There's ICO discount plus free bonus, and there's also a green button that says click here. If you have any questions on these 3 packages, or you want to know how to get this deal before the time runs out, click on the green button, okay? Because our admin, our IELTS specialist is there to help you understand more about these packages, and to help you choose which one is the best for you to get you where you want to be. And also, if you decided, hey, I'm ready to commit, I'm ready to start, I don't want to wait on hold any longer, I've been wasting too much time studying by myself and getting lost, I want ICO Unlimited, just let us know, and we will send you the link to do your payment and get started right away. Okay. So go to that green button, click on that link, and ask any questions that you want about us, about the training, about anything. Okay. Because I know IELTS is very important. You are here because you have a reason. People don't just wake up to take IELTS exam. No, we have a reason why. IELTS is like that slide, it's like a key to that door, right? And that key needs to be in a certain way in order to unlock that master lock, right? So if you are able to get the key in that way, you will be able to get to your destination. But if you do it by yourself or you focus on too much on the exam, doing the wrong things, your key will never be the shape that is required. But if you choose one of the package that, fits you, and if it's like the ICO Unlimited, then you're guaranteed that that key that you have in your hand will be the one that IELTS want. And if you put that key and unlock it, it will be the sweetest sound you've ever heard in your life, because that sound will change generations, okay? Will change the future of you, your kids, your spouse, your family, and everything, because you start today, okay? Now, I see some questions about the guarantee. Let me talk about the guarantee again, okay? Our guarantee is the last one, which is 7.0, at least 7.0, or your money back 100%. So all I ask from you is that please do your study plan for 30 days consecutively, okay? When you do that, and you do the writing and speaking submissions, okay, then you do the mock test. But when you do the mock test and you don't get at least 7, okay, you can just come back to us and said, hey, I'm not sure if this is going to work. And we'll be like, okay, no problem. In that case, you will get your money back and you can try something else. All right. So that is going to be our guaranteed for the band 7.0 or your money back 100%. So there is actually no risk into it. There's none risk at all. The risk that you're going to take right now is the fact that you're not making the decision to commit and start right away. Okay, because at least you can come in and do the best you can for the first 30 days and see how much you can do, right? How much you can achieve, how much your English can improve, because this will change everything. This will change every single thing in your life. The ability of being able to use English in all 4 skills can change the trajectory of anything, of your family, of your life, of your pay. It's going to be wonderful, but you have to make that commitment. And if you're not sure, please take this time to ask us in the Facebook inbox, okay? Because we're here ready to answer any questions that you have, because with this this level skill of training for this price, you don't find it anywhere. This is very, very affordable for what you get. You can check anywhere in this world for IELTS training to this level and this guarantee, and you will not find it. I am very confident of that. And this offer is very similar to the one in Thailand, and our Thai students love it because they are just so tired of just basic video trainings of just exams, of tests, taking the exam, when the real training is actually the skills. Because when you think about it, right, when you go to abroad, whether you're going to go there on visa or you're going to go there on student visa, right? Let's say you're going to go there for university. In order to be able to pass a class in a university, you have to be able to understand the professor. You have to be able to write and read the exam. Now, these skills, you can't just use tricks and techniques and get it done. No, no, no. You have to really know what you're doing. You have to be really proficient. You have to really practice to a certain level to get to that skill. That's why you see some places ask for 8, because they want you to be as close to the native speaker as possible. You see what I mean? So that's why it's very important that you need to take the time to practice these skills way in advance before these opportunities come up. Because, hey, if they don't come up, at least you can secure great jobs in your country. At least you can secure jobs with big companies, multinational companies where you can advance and go to other branches, go to Singapore, go to other countries, and be able to grow that way. Because it doesn't mean that there's only one way that you can grow. You can grow into going to exact dream or who knows what life will offer. But at least you know that you have the weapon of English, all four skills in your disposal. And you can do anything with that skill, whatever you want. Okay, whatever you want, whether you're going to work for somebody or start a new business. If you know English, think about the possibilities of how much people you can reach. Now, this is the world where there's no barriers anymore, right? The internet has opened all possibilities of what it can be, on what on what your life can be, can achieve. And the only thing you need is just the ability to use English to the maximum potential. Okay. All right. I see. Wow. Okay. A lot of people are interested in ICO Unlimited package. Very good. Because like I said, this deal won't last. And if after 20 minutes, it will go to the regular price. And our regular price will change later on too in a couple months. Okay. You are very fortunate to get this one of the first offers. Okay. First discounts that we offered for you. And the reason I offer it this low is because if you are here till now, which means your success is guaranteed more than anyone else, means your commitment is far greater than anyone else. Okay. I want to reward that. And the only way that I can reward this is to give you the best training you're ever going to get in the lowest price that you're ever going to see. But it's up to you now to make that decision. You have less than 20 minutes. Okay. I see. Okay. Wow. Okay. I see some people got the ICO for skills. Very good. Very good. And a lot of people are doing the unlimited. That's awesome, guys. That is awesome. I love the dedication. Love it. That's good. That's good. Because you're doing this not just for yourself. You have to remember that. It's for your family. It's for your parents. It's for your kids. It's for your future kids. It's for generations after you. Imagine if you move to UK, right? And you find a girlfriend, boyfriend there, or you bring your girlfriend and boyfriend with you, okay? Because both of you are doing ICO and you start a family there and you have kids there and your kids will live there and your grandkids will live there. You change the whole generation to go to a place where it's safer, it's more opportunities, it's everything that you always dream it's going to be. Now, when you look back, right, it comes from the decision today. The decision that you're making today in 18 minutes on what you're going to do with your life. It all boils down to this. That's why I'm saying I cannot give you forever. We don't have forever. I don't have forever. You don't have forever. Everyone has a deadline. Our life has a deadline. Opportunities have deadlines. That's why it's very important and very precious. You need to decide what you want to do. No one is getting younger. Everyone's getting older. Responsibilities will come. But this is the time where you can step your foot down and say, hey, I'm doing this for my family. I'm doing this for the next generation that's going to come after me. That says, hey, you know what? The reason we can be in Canada is because of grandpa or grandma make the decision on that particular day to do this for us. It's that big, guys. This is not, I don't want you to think this is just for you. This is bigger than you. This is bigger. And if you see that, if you understand the impact you're making today to your whole generation, you know, this is just little fee for this practice, because you're going to get so much that is priceless, that is uncountable, right? Nothing can be better than this. How would I say it? It's like a chance, an opportunity to change the whole thing, to change your family, to change everything for the better. And you can do it. And the power is yours. So I don't want you to like keep waiting any longer. Your waiting time is done. That's why you're here with me today, right? Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why you're here. And there's a reason why you're still here right now listening to me. Because your heart, you know you want it. You know you deserve it. And you know you can make it happen. But you have to make that decision. Which one you're going to choose? Which one is it that's going to guarantee that you're going to get to where you want to be? Now, this decision, do not take it lightly, okay? Because our student, when you come to us, we will have you do many trainings, okay? Because I want you to be able to be proficient as much as you can. I want you to be happy when you go abroad, bring your family there. I want you to have comfort in a different country and not be so homesick. A lot of my students, okay, they said that when they've practiced English like this level, they go there and they can have friends. And friends are very important. Imagine if you go to a different country and you have nobody, how bad, how sad would that be? You'd be quite sad, right? You'll be lonely. And in the end, you cannot finish your training or your degree there because you just want to go home so much. And I don't want that for you. I know you worked so hard to get there, and I want you to stay there. I want you to have the full experience of being a college student, of being a university student, of having friends, go to parties, just hanging out with foreigners, like it's a native speaker kind of thing. It can be done. It comes from confidence. Confidence comes from training, practice, daily practice, right? That's come from our study plan. That comes from continually seeing native speakers, doing trainings, practicing like this is a sport. This is a marathon. This is something that it's a part of your life now. You're not going to get rid of it. No more. No more will you run away from English. You will be very good at it. And you promised yourself it's not for yourself anymore, it's for your family too. Okay? You have less than 14 minutes to do this. So after 14 minutes, everything will be regular price. Okay. You cannot come back and say, hey, May, can I get the ICO Unlimited for $4.98 and all that bonus? No, you cannot. You will get $6.99 with whatever we provide at that time. Okay. That's why I'm saying this is a special offer only for this time. That's it. Only for you, only for this moment of time. And after this, it will be gone. Because like many great opportunities, it won't wait for you. Great opportunities wait for people who knows how precious it is and know what they want and know that they're going to get it and know that they're ready. No more waiting. No more stalling. No more, let's think about it. Let's this, let's that. No, because I'm going to do it, right? You tell yourself that I'm going to do it. It's going to happen this year. I'm going to make this happen finally. I'm going to stop dreaming about it. I'm going to stop just looking mindlessly on YouTube, TikTok, whatever, and just be laissez-faire about it. I'm going to have a system from ICO. I'm going to follow their training, and I'm going to do what it takes to bring my family to a better place, wherever that may be. The decision, the life, is in your hands. Don't take it lightly, but this is not a difficult thing for you to do. And I can imagine, right? When you're in UK, in Canada, or wherever you want to be, you would think of today that, thank God, that you have made that decision with me on this day to commit to yourself. Because you did that, your life has changed. Your life will change into something that you've never dreamed of and has become a reality because you made the decision today. Okay? It's less than 12 minutes, guys. I've seen a lot of people has made the decision to commit to ICO Unlimited. I am so excited to see you, and it's going to be awesome. And I am looking forward to meet every single one of you. Okay. For anyone who's still not sure which package, please click on the green button and go talk to us. Okay. I have a bunch of IELTS specialists there waiting to talk to you and help you choose the package that you want. And you have to make that payment before the time runs out, because once that bill comes, okay, and it reaches zero, that time comes, reach zero, the offer is finished. You will get regular price with whatever we offer normally. Okay. I don't want you to lose this opportunity, but opportunities don't last forever either. So it's like, I wanted you to think about like for example, you're in like a river, right? One side of the river, and you wanted to go to the other side of the river. There's a lot of people here on your side. A lot of people want to go there too. Some people are just kind of like, getting ready, put their swimsuit on. Some like dip their toes in it. But a lot of people are just like, how am I going to cross that water? I'm not sure. And you see me in the water, and my team, IELTS specialists, are there too. Okay. We're there in the water. We have transporting people back and forth already. But the trick is that you have to make that jump. I can't pull you. We can't pull you. You have to make a conscious decision in 10 minutes to make that jump. Okay? There's going to be some people who are just going to keep waiting and waiting and waiting. And before they know it, it's too late. They're too old to swim. They have too many responsibilities now. They are too scared now for new things, new challenges, right? You don't want to wait forever, because yes, that time will come, and it will come faster than you think. So that's why I told you to act now. Decide right now what you're going to do. Because if you're going to swim with us, you jump now. If you don't jump now, then go to the back of the line, because there's going to be a lot of people who is willing to do it. And if you're not serious right now with the best training and this great offer, you're probably not going to really do it. This is probably not important to you. English is probably just a hobby. It's not something that you can see that's a weapon by your side that will open any doors that you want in this lifetime. Then in that case, you will not be qualified to train with us. But if you're one of those people who know that your dreams can be achieved, and you will do what it takes to achieve it, because you know that this life is precious, this life is short, but you're going to make the best out of it. If that's the case, guys, jump. Jump with your whole 2 feet, and don't be worried, don't be scared, because we are here to catch you. Okay? You're not by yourself. This is not a training that you train by yourself. This is not a training that you can just go and study video by yourself. No, no, no. You have teachers, you have admins, you have specialists, you have me. You have so many people that's ready to support you, whether it's about stress, it's about emotions, it's about nerves, you name it. Okay? We're in this together. When you jump in, there's hands grabbing you. There's hands that just gonna take you with us, right? We'll teach you how to swim. We'll guide you all the way to the other side of the river. Yes, you'll get wet. Yes, you might be tired. But you know what? When you reach the other side, when your hand finally reach that ground, it's the best feeling ever, because you know you did it. You did it, right? You make it possible. You might be the first person in your family that can break out and break through and reach that goal. When you do it, when you tell your family that it can be done because you did it, guess what? All of your friends, a lot of your family members can know and believe that they can do it too. That's more powerful than anything, guys. That is That's crazy, insane, powerful because you have made it possible. You have made possible that you have achieved your dreams. And if you can do it, you're an example for everyone else that it can be done. And when you climb up to that other side of the river, yes, you'll get wet. Yes, you might be panting a little bit because you're tired from swimming. But the view there, you can see for miles. You look back and you still see the same faces that's still not jumping yet, but it's okay. It's their journey. Not sure when they're going to be ready or if they're going to be ready, but you have made that jump and now you are here. That's how awesome this decision can take you, right? But a lot of people get stuck at like, oh, is it going to be okay? Is it, am I going to do it? Blah, 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 like this. For sure, if you do this by yourself, you're never going to do it. You're never going to be reaching this level. You need help. Okay, if you want a 5 or 6, then yeah, maybe you can do it by yourself. But if you want at least 7, 8, or 9, you're going to need help of professionals because everything has to be in depth and detailed. And this has to be done by having someone else that knows what IELTS is all about and giving you that feedback that you need to get that details correct and be able to achieve that score you want. Okay, that is for sure. And also, if you don't make the decision, if you still like, I'm not sure if that's the case, no problem. Okay. Because after 5 minutes, you can go make your decision. And when you come back, you can still join our program. It's just, you're going to get at a regular price. Like the ICO reading and listening, you will get $299 instead of $218. The 4-skill package, you have to pay $499 instead of $349. And the unlimited package, you will have to pay $699 instead of $489. And forget about the bonuses. It's whatever that's going to be offered at that time. Okay, maybe you might have to pay more for bonuses. I'm not sure, but all I know for now is that this is the offer, the best offer we have for you at this time. Okay, therefore, time is crucial. Time is very important and you need to make the decision because we have less than 5 minutes already. Okay. Congratulations on the many people who have chosen unlimited package because you know that this is the best one, right? Unlimited training for only $498. You cannot get that anywhere. This is the best training in the market. Okay. I see some people choose 4 skills and that's great too. For the ICO reading and listening, I only see a couple of people, but I understand you only want reading and listening skills. But if I were you, I want to make sure that all 4 skills are covered. Okay. Because we don't want to focus only on 2 skills when the other 2 we kind of, neglect and that it can pull your overall score down. And we don't want any of that, especially if some places ask for minimum requirements of each skill, you have to make sure that each one reach to that level. Okay. Or else, even though your overall score passed, but if certain skills lack or doesn't reach the minimum, that will be a big problem for you. Okay. So less than 3 minutes, guys. Any last minute questions, please click on the green button. We are here to help you answer and please make the payment before time runs out. Okay. Because after that time runs out, the payment that goes through afterward, it will be rejected and it will have to be in for a full price. Okay. Less than 3 minutes into doing this. Now, time is at the essence. Like I said, I need people who are committed, okay? Who wants this to be done and want a new life for themselves by this year. It will be done. It can be done. It's up to you. 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Anyone who already made the commitment, I am so happy for you guys. I see a bright future for every one of you. Okay, we're going to rock this. We're going to do this together and you're going to change life of yourself and your family like you've never seen before. Okay, for people who haven't made the commitment, this is the time. Okay, either you do now or you have to have an open conversation with yourself, how serious you are about changing your life, about doing this IELTS test. Okay, because this is the time to make a decision. If It can change your life. If you want things to be better, if you want to have that dream that you've been thinking for quite a long time now, then what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Because you can't come back and get this deal. You cannot. Okay? Deals change all the time, but this is the lowest we ever offer, and we will offer this. Okay? Because overall, the price will have to increase. And if you are able to secure the price here right now, then you're good. You're good for a year on ICO reading, listening, and ICO 4 skills, and you're good for a lifetime in ICO Unlimited package. Now, that means a lot, okay? For people who wants to be very good at English, it means a lot. So, less than 1 minute. That's it. Less than 1 minute that you have to decide what you're going to do. What you're going to do. Ask yourself, what are you going to do with yourself? What are you going to do with IELTS? Is this something serious that you really want? If it is, hurry up, click on the green button, and let's make it happen. If it's not, you don't really care much for it, then stop looking at IELTS, right? Spend your time on something else that can change your life, that you're passionate about. Because this offer is only for people who are very serious about this. And the people who are serious, doesn't take much to make a decision to commit. So do it for yourself, do it for your family, do it for generations to come. Because everything starts from this decision. Everything in your life, actually, right? Start from one main decision to do something about it and to make things better. So let's go, guys. Let's count down back with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So that's the end. Okay. So the end of the countdown, if you did not make the payment or choose your course in time, you can still do it. But you have to go with the regular price and will have to be a different promotions. Okay. For you guys that already made the commitment on time, awesome, guys. I will see you real soon. My IELTS specialist will tell you what to do next and how to access all the awesome training. And at the end, I want to thank you all you guys so much for joining me in the webinar today. I hope you guys take everything that I taught you, okay, to help you get closer to that dream, to that goal of IELTS score that you want. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time with me today, and we'll see you soon in ICO program. Bye.